Greetings, everyone. It is I, Sutargos, the Kaiju from Krypton, and I'm here today to do another trailer reaction video. Before I get to the actual video itself, apologies in advance for not doing a video in a while, excluding the short video I did yesterday. Me and my girlfriend, we've been fighting the flu since St. Patrick's Day. Thankfully, we're a lot better now, but still a little bit under the weather a little bit. So if my voice sounds a little different, I apologize. But right, we are here today to talk about Joker 2. I have no idea how to pronounce the French name, so I'm just going to call it Joker 2 for now. But before we go and watch the trailer itself, let's talk about the original Joker film from 2019. First off, it is crazy to think that if you guys see anyone walking around in the background, that's my girlfriend being a goof. And this one I'm not going to edit out. But yes, back in 2019, 5 years ago since this movie came out, and it was kind of a different time too. This film was great. It's very different from every other superhero film that came out around the same time. It was not necessarily the first film to focus on a supervillain. That was the year prior with Venom. But Joker, in a lot of people's opinions, it's a great film. It's not like your Marvel movie. In fact, a joke I was kind of making when this came out, people were like, the very ultra hardcore Marvel fans, they're like, where's my one-liners? Where's my pretty colors? Where's all that? Why is this dark and depressing? Why isn't it bright and comedic and stuff? Jokes aside, I love Marvel, by the way. Joker was different, man. It was a very good look into mental health problems and everything. And Joaquin Phoenix, he nailed the part, He nailed it out of the park. Great Joker. Is he the best Joker? That's up to debate. That is up to debate. But he was great. And look in the back of the Blu-ray cover here. Seeing this image here? It reminds me of that one Joker meme. I mean, there was a bunch of Joker memes, but there's like one in particular that makes me laugh. But right. I remember when it was coming out. Excuse that, everyone. You're a loud mess, you know that? I love you, though. When this came out, there was, quote, controversy, end quote. Because people thought, the tragic events of the Dark Knight Rising's opening weekend in Toronto, at least I think it was in Toronto, people thought history was going to repeat itself, Someone's going to get into a Joker outfit and repeat what horrible things happened that year. Also, other people were like me, and a bunch of other people were saying, everyone's overreacting, that's not going to happen. And obviously it didn't happen. And yeah, Joker turned out great. A lot of people liked it. Even though the critical reception was not ideal, I feel like that might have been just because, this is a dark, gritty superhero film and I don't like that or something like that, or maybe people were expecting a Marvel movie. I don't know. Again, big fan of Marvel. But yeah. Now, when the movie ended, the biggest question a lot of people had was, should there be a sequel? Yes, this did very, very well. In fact, it made about it made over $1 billion. And it is currently the highest grossing R-rated movie of all time. Being Deadpool, Deadpool 2, Logan, Ted, and probably a couple others too. One of the Hangover movies. But yeah, this movie's great. I've only seen it twice, though. Once in theaters, and then once when it came out on Blu-ray and DVD. Of course, that's why I rented it from the library, because as you can tell, I still haven't opened up my copy yet, even though I've had it since 2020. I should probably rewatch, but yeah. Joker was a disturbing film, though. I mean, I've seen much worse and stuff. I mean, come on, one of my videos I was talking about Devilman, and if you've seen what happens in Devilman, you know. But for a lot of people were saying this is disturbing, to which I'm like, I've seen worse. But as I said beforehand, it did give us a good look into mental health problems and everything. And it also introduced something I never knew about, and it was actually making like a lot of coverage of news stories. I didn't know there was like a disorder in which someone could just keep on laughing, because that's what the movie featured and stuff. But sure enough, that is a legit thing that can happen. But yes, Joker is also different from the Batman mythology. I know there's no concrete answer as to what is Batman's origin. I mean, not Batman's origin, sorry. Joker's origin. And I'm taking my girlfriend's copy here. Though my favorite origin for the Joker has always been the Killing Joke. Even though, like... See how mean she is to me, everyone? I kid, I love her. But no, Killing Joke was always my favorite origin story. Though, I know since that came out, there's been like a whole bunch of other different ones, so I'm not sure how it is. In fact, if I remember right, Grant Morrison did one where like, he's like hundreds of years old, something or other, I'm not sure. But Joker 2, let's talk about Joker 2 now. But yeah, Joker 1, great film. Also, the other thing I forgot to mention is when people were overreacting and everything. When I went to see in theaters, I definitely saw some cops there too. Because again, people thought someone was going to, do horrible things, but in reality, people were just being silly, But Joker 2, should it happen? That's up for debate. Me personally, I'm one of those people who was always like, no, I could always see a sequel. I'd always like a sequel, even though certain films, their story is it's an open and closed book. Joker's ending was, though you could still tell more stories. And now we're getting it. Now, as for like story details, I haven't really looked into anything. I believe everything was kept under wraps and everything. The only things I know is this. One, it's going to feature Harley Quinn, played by Lady Gaga, which is phenomenal, because she's a great actress, as well as, a good singer. But also, in addition to that, this movie's going to have a lot of musical numbers. And that kind of threw people off. I mean, it certainly threw me off a little bit, but at the same time, I'm giving Todd Phillips and friends a chance, I think it's going to be a good movie. I think it's going to be great. I'm really interested to see where this is going on from here, especially like with how the film ended and stuff. But the other big thing is this. This will be the first Elseworlds film under James Gunn's watch. For those who don't know, Elseworlds is a label James Gunn is giving for DC projects that aren't a part of his new DCU. So, Joker, the Batman, Teen Titans Go, and anything else that's, not a part of his main canon. But yeah, this will be the first one under his watch that is, a part of the Elseworlds title. So that's going to be interesting to see. Plus, where we go on from here. Because, like I said, certain events of the film could lead to something else, especially how it like I said, how it ends. And not only that, the other big question is this: is there going to be a large time jump? Sorry, and if that's the case, maybe a certain thing that's teased at the end could happen. But regardless, enough talking. Let us go and watch the trailer. And don't be too surprised if I have to pause this video at all because there's copyrighted music. Because this is supposed to be a musical, and as such, we're going to be seeing a lot of copyrighted music, probably. With that said, let's go and watch the trailer. Okay, here we go. Alright. So the Joker's in a cell. Okay, we see Harley Quinn. She's an inmate, it looks like this time. Not a...
To make us whole. To balance the fractures within ourselves.
I'm gonna pause this real quickly. I believe I'm hearing a little bit of World of Pure Imagination from Willy Wonka. But let's continue.
I'm nobody. I haven't done anything with my life like you have.
Okay, so Harley's definitely inspired by the Joker. He's back in his makeup.
Let's get out of here.
Oh, no, it's not. No, it's not him. Someone else is the Joker. We can see where the musical numbers are happening now. Alright, so that was, and like I said, I had to pause because now the copyrighted music started happening. First off, the song was not World of Pure Imagination. It was What We Need Is, I don't know the song, what the actual song name is. That goes like, all the world needs is love, sweet love, whichever that song is. But watching the trailer now, I was kind of fearing, because of the talk of musical numbers and everything, this would kind of have tonal whiplash, you know, or just like a big change tone-wise, you know. But instead, going back here and everything, what we're having here is, yes, it's going to be a musical, and it actually looks like Joker and Harley Quinn are going to have their own show. This looks like to be a deep, disturbing musical. Like, not necessarily like a Repo, because Repo was kind of like a funny musical at the same time. But it definitely has its dark and twisted moments. And let's see. So we see, for one, Arthur Flynn, right? Arthur Flynn? Arthur Fleck, sorry. You see him in Arkham, and you see one of the inmates, you know, doing a musical number as his Joker. And from what I can guess, it seems like that's inspired him to go back to being Joker. In addition to Harley, who, instead of being, you know, your typical psychiatrist or therapist or whatever, she is instead an inmate of Arkham, which is interesting. And I think it's going to tell, like, the message, like, even though, like, the world might be a dark and terrible place, music might be the answer to our life's problems. I might be reading too much into that, but yeah. Let's see what else here. I'm loving some of the set designs here. Like, one of it looks very much like an old 30s, 40s movie, but like in black, instead of being in black and white and color, which makes sense too now if I think about it, because one thing Arthur Fleck was doing in Joker was he was watching a lot of musicals on his television. So that makes sense now why we're having this, you know. He might just be thinking about, like, his life prior to becoming the Joker and everything. He might be thinking about, you know, the good old days when he'd just be at home with his mother watching musicals and everything. But let's see. What else here is noticeable? You see him dancing as an ambulance flyby. One big thing I noticed, and I think this was a part of some set photos too, you're seeing Arthur Fleck being chased by the Joker. Now, this is most likely going to be, you know, one of his supporters dressed up as him. It's like, oh, Arthur, Joker, I love you. Please come back. And, you know, he's not familiar with this fame and everything. Because remember how the film ended and everything. People were, like, praising him and everything. And that's something he might not be too, you know, familiar with. But let's see what else. We see him, from what it looks like, too, going back to what I said, where he's back on the show, his own show with Harley. It looks like it might be on the same TV set where the Murray talk show was playing. And then you see Joker being dragged around by Arkham goons. You see Harley in what kind of looks like a costume, but don't expect it to be comic book accurate costume at all. Because this looks more or less like a female version of Joaquin Phoenix's Joker. Let's see. You see see them exchanging makeup with each other. You see the two of them dancing on top of stairs, which is probably going to be the next musical number. Let's see. You see Joker in a white tuxedo, looks like. Not reminiscent like The Dark Knight Returns, but still. Let's see. But again, you see another big musical number, looks like. And it looks like Harley and Joker getting married in that part. A lot of romance between the two. And another, like, homage to the classic era of Hollywood. But in color this time. With Hotel Arkham. You see the two of them running away from an explosion together. You see Harley put on her makeup. And, yeah. And I like it at the end where, like, she's like, I want to see your face. And she just draws a smiley face on there. And then Joaquin Phoenix's face lines up with it. And yeah, it comes out in October, which is surprising because I thought it was coming out in November. But yeah, trailer looks great. Looks awesome. It's giving me an idea of what the story's like. Even though it is a teaser trailer, at the very least, I have an idea where the story's going. Unlike Star Wars The Acolytes teaser trailer that came out a couple weeks ago. But yeah, Joker 2. Really excited for it. And someone's microwaving something.
Oh, yeah.
It's okay, everyone. It's okay.
But is it the Joker, other Joker movie came out like in October too? I think October probably. When that came out, the other one we used that.
Yes. At least I think it's October.
Yep.
Anyone in the comments, if you heard my girlfriend, double check that for us.
Yeah. Well, at least it came out here in October.
Yeah, it was a nationwide release, so it'd be all around the same time.
Yeah, because I treated myself. That was a birthday gift.
Awesome. But yeah, obviously the two of us are going to be seeing it for sure. But yeah, Joker 2. I have to edit that, by the way.
Oh, you see me?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Everyone's going to get a laugh out of this. Oh, it's funny, huh? Joker laugh, huh? But yeah, no, looks good. Looks great. I'm excited for it. And it'll be one of the films I am looking forward to this year because last night I was checking out what movies are coming out this year. Honestly, not a lot grabbed my attention. I mean, there's, films like, Godzilla x Kong New Empire, Ghostbusters, Frozen Empire, Deadpool and whatnot, and Joker, obviously, but not a lot's grabbing my attention this year. Though, the following year, oh yeah, I mean, come on. Got Superman, formerly known as Superman Legacy, coming out. And Fantastic Four. Yeah. But yeah, with that all aside, excited for Joker 2, cannot wait to watch it. But let me know what you think about the movie in the comments. Did you like the first one, or did you not? Are you excited for the sequel, or are you not? Is there any other films would you like to see done in the style of Joker? Like, is there another villain you'd like to see? Not necessarily a Batman villain, but like any villain from DC. Or would you like to see another Marvel villain-centric movie, even though they are varying in quality, and by varying, I mean most of them suck. But let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like this video, hit subscribe, hit that bell notification so you get more notifications when I do videos like this. And also, don't forget to check out my Facebook page, Shutargos, the Kaiju from Krypton, in which I talk about superheroes, pulp heroes, giant monsters, tokusatsu, and a whole bunch of other stuff. But until next time, everybody, bye, everybody! Bye-bye! Here we are here to talk about Joker 2. I have no idea how to pronounce that French name, so I'm just going to call it Joker 2. But before going to watching the trailer for Joker 2... and ignoring that brief cameo, everyone. We're here... Before we talk about Joker 2, let's talk about Joker 1 from 2019. First off, it's crazy to think this film's already 5 years old. But yeah, just thinking back, I'm going to restart.